Hi, I'm the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, an inspiration to children everywhere, a national treasure. You're watching Dre Gaming 41? Dre 41 Gaming, my man.
And here we go with the first two.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Drake41, aka Mr. 4K, aka Drake41. And if you're watching this, you probably don't know what game this is. You probably don't. I'm just gonna let you know. It is WWE Smackdown vs. Raw 2011. Damn, I still got this game. Shout outs to me. Subscribe to my channel because I still got this game. Like this video because I got this game. What I wanted to do is do like a little bit of a showcase, basically just showing you the cards I have. And well, starting out this match, it was Scott Hall. I was about to say Razor Ramon and AJ Styles, but AJ Styles was dispensed pretty easily, and now we got Hayabusa. But the one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is you're probably like, if you're playing WWE 2K20 and you really don't see none of my stuff, it's pretty simple why. I mean, it's sad to say, but I kind of lost hope in 2K20. I don't think it's gonna get fixed. So much time has gone by, and it's like no update. You know what I'm saying? And to be quite frank, if 2K doesn't care about the game, why should I? There has been nothing. They haven't said nothing besides them getting hacked. They haven't really said anything, and I'm at the point where I feel like, and I feel like a lot of people feel this way too, that 2K19 is the superior product. Hell, any wrestling game from the past 10 years is a superior product than WWE 2K20. I can't see myself really playing that game. One, because they changed the controls, and I hate the controls that they have in the games. Like, I hate them. It was a bad choice by 2K to change them. There was no reason to, and the reasoning that they gave doesn't make any sense. But we're not even going to get into that.
Extremely difficult to breathe. A few of those.
They had 2 years to get this game right.
Oh, that was close.
2 years.
He's coming back through the ropes. Coming out next. Dangerous impact.
Now, to be fair,
an aggressive shot to the midsection.
it was new for them, and you know, it was a learning process. But at the same time, if you don't want to pay somebody else to do it, and you want to do it yourself, you make sure you do it good. You make sure you have it set. You make sure you have it right.
Oh, he's got that leg all You are watching the global,
especially when
known as the Royal Rumble.
You want to charge somebody
being broadcast
$100
the United Kingdom and Canada, and elsewhere in
for the game,
like Australia,
you know, like special edition, whatever the case is.
Our fighting servicemen and women.
People don't just get money out of thin air. Like, you know,
bam, another kick.
A good portion of us,
you see the handprint left,
you know, the ones with jobs or whatever, we work for our money, and I understand they probably got pushed to, you know, put the game out. So it is what it is. But I haven't really played 2K20 like that. I played Bump in the Night with to unlock Bray Wyatt. I did that. Then I added I changed his stats to make his overall higher. I jumped back in the game and all his stats were default, as if I never did it. So saving in the game doesn't really work.
Oh, there it is. And Dynamite counters it.
This is the first time ever that I had a new wrestling game that I don't play, like, at all.
You must throw your
Like, after that, I was like, what's the point?
with both feet touching.
Like, that means I could be trying to create somebody. Turn the game off, turn it back on, and it's gone.
Another boot to the midsection.
Plus, you can't create a call with more than 10 logos.
Oh, look out! Cowboy.
Another thing. People keep asking,
Mama. Great.
how do you upload logos to 2K19 still? You have to use a gamer tag that you have not used to play 2K20. And then you got to go on the website and, you know, sign in with that new gamer tag, of course. And then everything will work fine. I mean, it'll still say 2K20, but it will upload
With the abdomen.
to the current game, the 2K19.
He gets out of trouble there. Oh, the elbow connect.
I don't know, like,
That'll cause some damage.
it's really past the point of frustration. It's just at the point where it's like, I don't care. I am not going to stress myself out over something that they don't care enough to
And Dynamite saw it.
update us on.
Gonna enter next.
And that's basically what it is. Like, they do not care to update us on what's going on. Just like when they released this game on the Switch. And it was broken. Unplayable. They didn't care. They was just like, alright, it is what it is.
Uh-oh. He's in a very
Now it's me.
down on the rope there. Dynamite gets a
If they could do it on one console, they could do it on another. I mean,
Ow, what an elbow.
next gen consoles are coming out next year. And this kind of just shows that they are not interested really in making sure this game is as best as it can be. They're worried about the next game.
To the gut. Telegraph.
And
Star capitalized.
they probably got a small team
Another superstar's about to head out.
working on one patch. I bet. Like, honestly, that's what I feel like.
The soldier. Look at the passion in those eyes.
I feel like they're at the point where they're saying, all right,
He's still in this.
we don't want to waste a bunch of time on this game. And I'm talking about 2K20. We need to get the next game ready. So you guys find all the bugs you can,
Moments away from the next entrant.
put one big patch, and let's move forward.
Big right hand.
That's what I felt.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, hey, you know, we got one more patch to go. And that's it. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
The soldier.
But 2K's moving forward.
And that punch lands hard.
They're not going to waste time on 2K20 like
Ow,
that.
hard
They're not.
to the rib. And there's another
And
nasty kick to the gut.
it's pretty sad. Like,
It's extremely difficult to breathe after a
I can't create nothing.
It's hero.
The face textures don't work.
That's just nasty. He almost took us.
I just don't see a reason to
Not just one kick there, but
invest so much time into a game that's broken.
Star with a counter out of nowhere.
And all aspects of the game is broken.
Shot to the midsection.
Career,
Samoan blocked it.
universe, call mode.
Look out! Look out!
It's just like, I can't get a refund.
A sharp kick.
So I have a game that I just can't play. And it is what it is, you know.
A barbaric blow. To
I go on my Twitter
That'll do some
and I see people creating on it. And I'm like,
to the temple.
that's great and all
Boy, those are
that you're creating, but
trying to thin the herd.
how will people download it? Like, you're putting forth all this time,
And he's still in this.
and who's gonna download your stuff?
And a shot to the solar plexus.
You know, I can't condense a call with, let's say,
Oh, that elbow's gotta hurt.
16, 17 logos, 20 logos, into 10. Face texture is already one. So now you're working with 9. 9 logos on a call. And if you try to throw an 11th one on there,
Capitalizes.
the game will crash.
Going for the elimination. Trying to get one step closer to his dreams.
I was attempting to put out Pentagon Jr. at least.
And he's tripled up.
The game wouldn't allow me.
And the boot connects with the...
Also, transparency doesn't work.
Did you hear the impact from that?
Like,
a fantastic...
I just don't understand how... oh crap, let me turn the lights back on.
To the gut.
I don't know. It's confusing, man.
You never know who's gonna...
It's really confusing for me because I want the game to work. I want the game to be good. I want the game to be excellent. I want it to be official. I want it to be a year where I can do more Patreon requests, where I could put out so much work and the community would like flourish. I don't think that's gonna happen.
He could be set for a ride.
I don't know. The game is just unplayable.
The superstar.
It's unplayable, and it's not.
This guaranteed a title opportunity.
It's not something that I don't know. Like, I just don't understand how they could put something out like this, and I don't know. It's just bad. But you know what? I'm gonna talk about something else. Let's put it like this. In 2K19,
and the soldier blocks it.
I'm going
Did you hear the impact
to still create. More than likely, and I've already been contemplating this, I am going to create a third gamer tag.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm going to do Patreon requests, link in the description below.
Look at the agility.
So, if there's a call you want, logos, whatever the case is, let's say you just want logos, I can do that for you, not a problem. Hit me up on Patreon. I'll definitely, respond back. And we can get the ball rolling, man, because you know what? 2K20 for me is dead. It's in rehab right now, and we don't know when it's coming out. So, there's no reason in waiting on an update. No reason at all. I am just going to move forward and invest my time in a product that works. There's literally no reason for me to waste time really trying to make sure I get content out for a game that's broken. Like, I was gonna record Bump in the Night, me going through it, adding like scary music and everything, and I'm just like, what's the point? Like, honestly, like, what is the purpose? I was gonna do a whole series with icons, create them in the game, but it's like, once again, the game is broken. Why would I even waste my time? It just doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense for me to try to do that. I want it so bad to really have that game and make it fun and do something different and continue my universe. And who the hell? What car is that? Who is that?
Hoist this man over the top.
Oh, that's Justin Gabriel. I'm bugging. I didn't know who the hell that was for a second.
Ooh, that did it.
I'm like, who the hell is that running to the ring? I didn't know who the hell that was.
Oh, he's coming.
Mind you, I created people in this game, what, 10 years ago? What is this, 2011? This game came out in 2010. Almost 10 years ago, I made these calls. Almost 10 years ago. Like, this is what I've been doing. I've been doing this. This isn't something that I just started doing. If you just found out about me or whatever the case is, I've been doing this.
Counter by the Maniac.
The Samoa Joe, that Buff Bagwell. And mind you, this was on 360 days, and a majority, I want to say 80 to 90% of call creators back then were using hacks. Like, they were like hacking in actual logos. Every single call that I created back on the 360 days, I used Paint Tool, the in-game Paint Tool. I didn't use any textures or nothing. So that Buff Bagwell logos, I drew in-game. Justin Gabriel logos, I drew. That Brock Lesnar, I don't think is mine. I think it was somebody else's, but mind you, this was 10 years ago. The Alberto Del Rio, I drew those. Is that Chris Sabin? That's Chris Sabin. I drew all those logos. Everything. I drew myself. And I prided myself on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to be the very best. And I wanted, when people see my calls, they were like, yo, look at the logos, look at the attires. Back then, 10 years ago, I wasn't too great on faces. Hell, people will argue the case that I'm not too great now. But
No, he made it back in.
but man, it was a fun time, man. And at least with these games, we know they would work.
This right hand to the temple.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's a shot they could throw.
that's what I enjoyed the most about these games. Now, a lot of the times, to keep it 100, these games were copy and paste.
Oh, right to
They might, have new wrestlers, new moves, whatever the case was. But it was, more or less, it was a copy and paste. The graphics wasn't going to change. They were going to stay the same.
and there's an amazing.
And at that point, it was just like, it was cool. Okay, I could just copy and paste the calls. I already know how to. No, the one part that was terrible, and the one thing that I think is good now that we can just upload logos,
Could we be on the verge?
is that I had to draw the same logos damn near every year. And that was such a time-consuming process. And I'm just so happy that now I could draw the logos once and I can keep them forever. That's a good thing. Back then, man,
He didn't need a GPS to find
it was use the ref picks and look at the ref picks every single year. Draw the logos every single year. So people, like, I've created damn near everybody. Like, anybody who was anybody in the wrestling business except one guy that I never created
the power.
and I'm never going to create. And even though I know I could do a good job at creating him. And let's get into that.
Who's coming?
The one guy I refuse to make
Hurt his hand.
or create is Chris Benoit.
Match. He could be out of here.
A lot of people make him. And I like, a majority of the ones that are made.
No, Bruce.
Just some of their attire choices I don't like.
Ready to go. And the
be honest.
maniac is gone.
There's specific attires of Chris Benoit, if I was to ever make him, which I never will, I would use.
Oh,
Which is a contradiction, right? I'm like, if I were to make him, I'll make him with better attires, but I will never make him. Sometimes you gotta just, okay. And I actually had someone comment on one of my older videos
Future's out.
where I was going through playing WCW Mayhem, and they had the 4 Horsemen roster, and I skipped over Chris Benoit. And somebody in the comment section said that I skipped over Chris Benoit. And for me, it's
An aggressive shot to the midsection. Boy, the time just flies.
wrestlers are human beings. And just because we're fans of wrestling and they have entertained us doesn't mean
Tornado explodes into the...
that, whatever they do, we can just, I enjoy their matches. They're great wrestlers, so I can,
Look at this. Oh,
I could just not acknowledge that or don't take it as big as what it is. Chris Benoit killed his wife and son.
ouch.
I don't care how great of a wrestler he is. If you're still like Jeffrey Dahmer could have been a great life coach. But if he's out here killing people, does it negate does that negate the fact that he was a killer because he was a great life coach?
The chop.
Oh, he was a great life coach, man. So, him killing people, I could look past that. And you know what? A majority of people look past the fact that he killed his family. A majority of people look past that fact, and I don't get it.
Man, what an impact from that kick.
I don't get it. Like,
Position.
Shawn Michaels was a jerk back in the 90s,
Oh,
right? And eventually he got his life together. So you could look past that because he turned his life around,
drama. This is electric.
based on what we know or what he shows. Just with a lot of people, their road to redemption. But when that person never redeemed themselves and they ended their lives
As they hit
on a bad note, let's say due to brain injuries or whatever the case was. Fact of the matter is he killed a child. But people are still fans enough to where they deem him worthy enough to create.
Oh,
Now, besides the crippler crossface, a couple of German suplexes and chops,
matches are
there wasn't really too much that he brought to the table.
get attacked from.
Now, people are going to argue that case with me all day. And by all means, please do. But
Superstars out.
to be completely honest, there hasn't been a great promo that he did.
Oh, there it is.
I doubt you can say he had a 5-star match with somebody.
Who's next?
And what I mean by a 5-star match is
Oh, another boot to the mid.
When was the last time you said, yo, that Chris Benoit versus this person was really good? Now, don't get me wrong, him versus Kurt Angle or whatever the case is, or Eddie Guerrero, cool. But there wasn't no epic match where it was like, oh my goodness, this was, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody really, they just said he had great matches. Or he was a great worker. But there wasn't no promos. There wasn't this, like, 20-plus year, like, great, you know what I'm saying, like, career. You know what I'm saying? He really got popping right before he left WCW. And for like 3 or 4 years in WWE.
In a shot to the solar plexus.
So he had a 5-year run.
Talk about getting flattened.
Great. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, whatever. At the end of the day,
look at this.
You know,
the quick
fans of him will
who's coming out next?
Gloss over the fact that he killed his family, and they'll want to download a call of him or create him. Cool. That's by all means. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. For me, I would never make him. There was a good portion of the time where I wouldn't make Jeff Hardy because he was a damn drug addict, and it was just like, I'm not going to like really. I'm not I'm not doing that. I'm all set.
You gotta figure it becomes extremely.
Now, I've made Jeff Hardy. You know what I'm saying? And once again, this is just my personal opinions, man. Y'all don't have to agree with anything I'm saying. To be completely honest, you don't have to. And I honestly don't want you just to agree with me because you watch my channel or subscribe to it or whatever the case is. But I'm just letting you guys know why I create a certain person or don't. You know, like Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle had like, I guess like a alcohol problem or drug problem or whatever the case was, but it wasn't like he was out here beating on people or whatever the case was. Now he got himself into little weird situations, yes, but it wasn't like he's hurting somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've created wrestlers who overdosed on drugs. I'm not gonna say who, but I have. Or I've created wrestlers who killed themselves, but they didn't hurt anybody else in the process of killing themselves. I mean, like physically, like, you know, taking somebody out with them.
Kick to the ribs.
So I mean, I don't know, man. Like, creating an ECW roster right there, and I did that for years on the 360 side. Dang, Rey Mysterio got eliminated quite easily. But yeah, man, it was just like I said, man. It's just weird to me how certain people will just create certain wrestlers. But, you know, whatever. Well, it's for the community. The community wants it. By all means, make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, once again, you're not going to get no argument from me about it. It just is what it is. But at the end of the day, yo, what I say is, as long as you like the creation, hey, that's all that counts, man. Honestly, that's all that counts. And then now we're down to the bottom 3, which is pretty cool. Colorful characters. We got CM Punk, DDP, and Macho Man. Oh, yeah. But yeah, though, man. 2K20 for me, once again, is basically dead.
A heavy shot.
I am not going to waste my time on a game where I can't enjoy it. And honestly, 2K20, I can't enjoy it. It's impossible. There is no way I can enjoy that game. It's just not. It's not programmed correctly.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
The movesets, not the moveset, but yeah, the movesets have never worked really that great.
An aggressive shot to the midsection.
The controls are not great. They're really bad. The replay system is broken. They don't even show replays in the majority of matches.
Down to this. Which of these combatants will win?
Some of the in-game models are weird looking. They look like they were rushed.
Damn, he knocks the opponent down.
Career mode doesn't work. Universe mode doesn't work. Call mode doesn't work. They don't have creative championship. Logo uploader doesn't work. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's an incomplete game.
The kick connects.
That I paid almost $100 for, and I can't use it. I just gotta take that hit. 2K ain't gonna sit there and say, you know what, yo, for us not doing like a great job on the game, we're going to give you this. They're not going to do that. Huh? You thought? They're not doing that. It's going to be really hard for the community. It's going to be hard for the community to forget about 2K20.
Dear Lord,
I don't know how they're going to be able to promote 2K21. I don't know how. Like, I don't know what they can say, what they can do to show that 2K21 will be any better. Because we know they don't have Ukes. I'm interested to see, because this one I give up on. Unless they really put in some work, I don't see them proving anything to me. But yeah, you know what? That's about all I have to say about it. DDP walks away with the victory here. If you have any comments or anything that I've said in this video, definitely leave them in the comment section below, and I'll definitely respond in a timely manner. Definitely want to continue this conversation with you guys. But other than that, like, subscribe, comment. Catch you on the next video. Later.